is it going? All right. So I have zero surprises that they're announcing that NVIDIA is now selling chips to China. I think I called this out about a week ago. And that all was because of PSQ for the NASDAQ. I think we are going to see that the NASDAQ is going to move a lot more. All right, there we go. Let's go to PSQ. Zero surprises. Now they are somewhat. All right, 12.2. Let's see the biggest. Great day, Glenn. Are you surprised that we saw that NVIDIA popped? I am not surprised at all. They were positioning there. Look at, they have all of the quarters right there. And we are above it. We do have this little downward trend here. We're testing it. If we're not able to break above with a close above 189, maybe that's going to sort of be an oops, but this is the 1, 2, 3, 4th test of this trend. Good chance they're going to pop this. Good chance. Up to 222, 225 by the end of the year. This green line is crucial. All right, let's get the limits going. Oh, let's pull this back over here. We'll check out Moby tick again. Yeah, right? I was joking around. I'm like, watch, they're going to just say that, yeah, all of a sudden they're going to start selling chips to China. Boom. Literally, when I heard that news yesterday, I was like, no way. Like, it was too planned. Okay. Put up the Moby tick trading software there. We'll go over it, but that is the link if you guys want to check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right, 683, 63, 624, 28, 250, 87, 478, 15. All right, we have our limits for the day. My girls have been getting me up to do workouts in the morning. They're like, we want to do workouts with you. Yeah, today they didn't do the workouts. They just watched. But it's okay. I did it. I showed up. I did it. It was all good. And yeah. It is bitter cold for us here. Negative 16 degrees Celsius. Whoo-wee. It is cold, cold. We also saw that NVIDIA, let's see, I feel kind of like they are just bringing it lower to, we've got Jolt's jobs report as well. Oop, that's not where I want it. Right there. Let's go right here. Come on. One more. There we go. Right there. All right, they might bring it down to 184.10. Target is 192.87. They're bringing it down, and they could pop it all the way up to 192.87. That's what I'm looking for a target for today. Almost 193 on NVIDIA. That is what I'm checking out. I'm looking for. We have the Jolt's job reports, September data. They don't have an announcement time. Why don't they have an announcement time? Because they're going to get their trade on first, and then they're going to announce it. So they're not really going to tell you when they're ready to move it. But the projected move is going to be higher. They want 7.23. So did it already come out? 7.23? No. Previous. Then we have the revisions. Yeah. Nobody ever looks at the revisions, right? But they have the announcements. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what the numbers are. They're going to move it no matter what. 10 a.m. is the Jolt's job openings. But the September data is projected right there. Projected is 7.23. That's previous. So, yeah, 10 a.m. We'll see. They want to get all their trades on by 10 a.m. I'm going to anticipate a drawdown before a move up. So I'm going to anticipate a drawdown roughly to that 184. So I'm going to say the market's probably going to have a drawdown before 10, and then they're going to pop it higher and take it higher. That's my rough assessment. So anticipate a retracement down to the closes and then a move up higher. All right, let's get into what else we have going on. Let's look at UVXY. Let's just see if they've done anything fun on UVXY where they've repositioned or any of these inverse indicators. We'll check it out. Okay, the highest one. I'm going on the highest ones because that to me tells us if we are, going to see a major move. So again, many times it's just small and it will just be a move up, maybe to that 161. So this is 33.40. We are at 31.17. UVIX 1062. And we're at 798. SPXY, just giving our, hey, let's check in, see if anything has changed. If we do this, we can see when we anticipate that drawdown. Otherwise, sense whatsoever. I don't think so. 45.07. But again, this is my opinion. Do with it what you will. Let's see, it looks like there's issues over on YouTube. Pull this here, boom, okay. Zero, like, I was not, it's so funny. When you start to get to know the market, and then I'm joking about, hey, guess what? We're gonna see that, you know, with crypto, or with NVIDIA, that all of a sudden they're gonna start selling to China. Boom, they start selling to China. Now, this is one thing I'm seeing. They sold here. Now, did they sell or did they buy, right? If we go above 30.23, then maybe they were selling more here and they're going to take it down. For now, it's still a green, right? And we will see what happens with this move, because they have changed their position on Moby tick for PSQ, which is the one that said, hey, we're going higher, we're going higher. We still do not have anything bigger. So let's go 400 shares. The biggest one, we are still below. We are still below the 12 million right here. We're starting to see some more. These could simply be ads. It could just be ads that they're like, okay, cool. We are directional. We're going to add on and we are going to boom, take it to new lows for PSQ, which means new highs for QQQ. Remember, the market is overall bullish. Why? Because money from people's paychecks and retirement accounts are being put into it. Big earthquake in Japan to 7.5. They're looking for maybe aftershocks as well. So if you know anyone in Japan, I hope they are safe and sound. All right, let's pull this back over here. Let's bring this back over here. Let's also look at our fear and greed for the day. 31. And for crypto, not crypto. Ooh, I meant to do crypto. There we go. Crypto fear and greed. 27. Ooh, bigger move up for crypto today, in my opinion. How did I say 27? It's 25. Don't listen to me. I'm not talking sense sometimes. All right. Let's come back over here. Let's see what we've got on our majors. NVIDIA, we already have talked about. Up on the day, likely retracement back to the 164 area before a move to the upside. Gold is moving up. Silver, supposedly Jamie Dimon is hoarding silver. What does that mean? Daily point of control for NVIDIA, 182.46. We are clear. Clear skies above. Take off. That's right. take off. We have a little bit of a retracement on Tesla today, right? We saw that it pulled back yesterday 15 points and retracement a little bit today. We are below the big money level now at 446.30. All right, let's look at AMD. Up as well. Chips are rocking. Likely SMH as well. AI, remember we saw the AI cover on The Economist, right? They're talking about AI. So AI moving forward, what are we going to see about QBTS, RR, those as well? Let's check those out as well to see what we have going on. 215.33. RR earnings. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right, we're there at 434 for RR. This just retraced back. I'm putting it on 153. And that's 434. Let's also go to qubits. Pulling them back up because they're ready to move now. 2254. This is a retracement move. We have bounced off of that big money support. 2254. They're coming back. We see that chips are moving. This is a nice cup and handle move, much like we saw on AMD. AMD cup pullback handle move. Also, Microsoft had it. Microsoft is, we're going to put that up here today, and we're going to check out Apple. 7.32. Since earnings, they are down here, 486.62 for Microsoft. Let's check out Apple. New highs, pulling back to the high test. All right. Still up above. Up here, 270.30. Feel like we're going to see major moves on the big ones today. 270.30. If you all have any stocks or cryptos that you'd like to check out, put it in the chat, please. AG continuing to move higher. First Majestic Silver. I know this one is Money Mitch's favorite. It's retraced a bit. Let's put this on here. 1106. Double top test. I'm going to put it on a 3-day, see where we are. Coming just back to that 4. So it looks like 1158 is the risk. 1190 is where they are on the 3-day as opposed to 1106. AGQ. I like AGQ a bit better. Let's put AGQ on. This is an accelerated, so know that this one will travel faster. We have had some bigger moves. We're going to go back and put on our October 1st level. 78.17. So this one will travel twice the pace. Let's go to wallstreetjournal.com, AGQ stock float. $13 million. This is why it moves faster. So this is a low float. Caution, caution. Can definitely move quickly. So it's less than 50. We're getting a yellow there. All right. What is this galaxy? All right, let's go over here. BMNR. Pulling back today. Still above the big money. Big money level is at 29.08. Does look like maybe it's ready for a bigger move up here. We've seen that the big money is right there, 29.08, moved up to the 161, could pull back to 34.30 and then take, it's that cup and handle, okay? We've hit a target, pull back, and then move forward. Okay, let's look at snow. I don't want to look at snow. We're due to get 8 inches tomorrow. We've already had 13. What's our volume for today of trading? It's not a lot of volume today. It's about to hit that 161 and bigger money point of control. From earnings, right here, they sold at 235.20. So they sold at 235.20. It would need to go back above. I would look for support. It might bounce off of that 161 right there. I'm not going to put it on the list today, but we can look at CRWV. We will add that onto the list today. 319. Where's my clock? Here it is. Hanging out in the background, hiding. CRWV. All right. Big money level. 73.73. Yeah, my pleasure. I feel like the majors on the Qs are going to have big movement today. So I would watch that in relation to our jobs numbers, in relation to interest rates. Tech stocks tend to pop when interest rates drop because their debt is decreased. The interest that they have to pay on interest on their books, their debt liability, sorry, I've got something in my glasses, are worse. I don't know what's in my glasses. Something sticky. Sticker. Do 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 do. Ba-da bum bum. Okay, let's get into it. Let me tweet out what we're covering. Let's look at the stocks. NVIDIA is definitely, Oh, you know what I need to do? Why is this? Where did my, hold on. Edit. Oh, yeah. All right, if I go back here, it's super weird. I can no longer pin. The live stream. Okay, very weird. I can't pin my live stream on Twitter. Super odd. Maybe if I do it like this. Let's go over here. Try that. Okay, we'll do it that way. That way people can, more than one way, right? Always a way to get it to work. All right, so we've got NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, AGQ, Tesla, RR, Qubits, BMNR, CRWV, silver, didn't want to post. Weird stuff happening. You're doing a hold on Teva? Is that a long? Is that a new term? I've never heard a hold. Are you doing a Jeffrey, welcome. How are you doing today? All right, there we go. Hope all is well. All right, let's come on over here. We want to check out, we'll do snow and we'll do Teva. Okay, so let's get into our crypto segment. If you guys are new to the live stream, I have been in the trading world for 25 years. Started off as swing trader. Actually started off as an assistant to 4 different brokers, and then got into day trading after my first child was born. Now I'm looking at, let's see here. So our October level, they moved. Let's get rid of that one. We just want to see regular October level. October 1st. They moved down here. 91,316. How have you been? Cash the money out for Christmas gifts. Have you yet? I took some profit on silver when CDE hit the 50 simple. Oh yeah, I did that for sure. So we have seen that big money from October has moved officially 91,316 even. So if we go above, potential big run on Bitcoin. On Ethereum, they moved it to 30, 39, 31. XRP, I'm having the yawns today. Ooh, they moved XRP to 220.07. We got that already. All right. 32,480. It's the same on XLM. What to say? It's the same. Doge, it's the same. Solana, they moved it down to 137.47, same as yesterday. And Zcash, they moved it right here. Oh yeah, taking it higher. Looking for a resistance test up here of 514.22. We can adjust this. Actually, let's go here. Let's adjust this to the bottom one. And let's go right here. Right here. Come on. This one. There you go. So we do have a downward wedge. We could have a downward wedge breakout on Zcash. We need to break and hold above 435 for this to be a nice downward wedge breakout. If we were to measure the move, we'll say from right here, 201 to 701, 500 points. Add that on here, we'd be looking for 934, right? 934 is a potential Zcash target to the upside. That's not bad. That's over 100%. So if you like trading crypto, this one looks like it might be super profitable as long as we can stay and close above 435. All right, let's get into the day trade ideas for the crypto. I realized I got to message Courtney back. 89,800. Do 9,900. All right, 89,800 and 9,900. Intraday point of control is at 95.09 and 13 cents. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum's getting narrower and narrower. We have a wedge forming. Which way is the wedge going to break? Break out or break it down? Break out to the upside. Let's put it above over here, 31.20. Or below 30. 95. And 31.20. Big money's at 31.07 and 31 cents. Let's go to XRP. We have big money above or below on Ethereum. $209 for XRP, or 204.5. 2045, 2.09. Big money's at 2.0548. All right, let's go to XLM. It's messing with my brain the way I could see the lines in there. 0.249. 0.243. Oh. I want it to be right at 8 there. There we go. All right, for XLM, 0.238. Or 0.2243. Big money's at 0.238191. Doge. Buying wicks, you can see higher lows are being set. However, big money is still up above. So let's go and see here. 0.1422 or below 0.140. So 0.140 and 0.14220. Ooh, big money for the intraday is at 0.14075. There we go. Let's go Solana. We got the Christmas gift of the NVDA selling chips to China. Did you know? We knew. We were talking about this already. We were talking about how I actually had mentioned that, I don't know, earlier this week. 131.80 right here, or 133.20. 131.80, 133.20. Oop. 133.20. Big money's at 132.53. All right, Zcash. Zcash next 500-point move on the potential radar. Are you ready to rumble? Yeah, I don't know why. All right, I can't add. This is. Let's see. Feel like a little more intense music. 407.50 here, or 407. Let's do even number. 407 and 436 for Zcash. Big money is at 433.10. There we go. That is the crypto for today. Looks like they bought on Ethereum and Zcash. So trade with proper risk management. You know what you've got to do for you. All right, let's get into the stocks. Let's bring it on over to NVIDIA. NVIDIA right there. Boom. All right, let's put on a 5-minute chart. Anticipating a pullback down to 184. And then a reversal from there, in my opinion. 187. So we're going to go 184 here. If it goes below, be cautious. It might go all the way down there. And then up to 187.50 for a long. 184, 187.50. And let's go to our daily short volumes for NVIDIA. 34%. Let's go to AMD. 42%. Microsoft. 31%. Apple. 49%. And AGQ, caution, caution, super fast, accelerated silver trade, but it looks like it could be moving for us. All right, so we've got NVIDIA done. Let's check out AMD. For the day trade, right now for the swing trade, it looks like big money is below us. For the day trade, we have big money. Where are you? Down below at 222.50. So let's put this at 223. Yeah, NVIDIA is back in action. They have finished their positioning, and that's why it's back in action. Makes sense, right? They had to. 221.50 for a potential short on AMD, 223. They had to move their money to where they want to make a bigger move. So they were positioning on PSQ. They were positioning on NVIDIA. Now we see that they have made that position happen on NVIDIA. They're done. They're ready to go. And we're above the 3/4, right? They said the AI trade was done. They dropped everything like RR, QBTS. Looks like they're ready to take it back up again. All right, if we go, let's go below 489.20 here, below pivot. I would say 50, but it's not that much of a trade, and 20 is going to give you 40 cents over that. So 489.20 and 491. Big money's at 489.99. Let's go to Apple. $279. 278.20 there. 278.20, 279. All right, let's go to AGQ, the silver trade. Silver has been pulling back, but it's up today. 59, looks like this is ready to advance. We have the silver bull on the cover of Barron's magazine. I think I might be ready to get back into some silver trades. I'll tell you. 116 over here for a breakout trade on AGQ for accelerated move. Now remember, this does move faster, so please be cautious, right? This is, if you're not used to trading accelerated, just go with AG. All right, 113.50 and 116 for AGQ trades. Let's go to Tesla. All right, Tesla pulling back. We are below the big money now at 430. Excuse me, 446.30. Could say 60 here. No, let's do 437 and 435.50. 435.50, 437. Big money on the intradays right at 436. Let's go to RR. So RR has a cup and handle move right here. Are we going to break above or break below the earnings level 434? We shall see. Oh, I don't know why I pulled it down so far. All right, over here. So let's put it below 428 or above 440 right there. 428, 428, 440. Big money right now is at 443. Let's go to qubits. Qubits. It's a very similar pattern. So you can see all of those that were really at the AI trades, which they have highlighted. Again, AI right here. That RR. Wait, what do you see here? Robot hands, right? RR is the robot company, right? So, hey, PSLV just crossed up above. All right, love it, love it. PSLV is another one that I do trade for the silver trade. All right, so we will go check it out as well. We'll check it out on Moby Tick. I will post up the, let's put it up above here. Let's get it up above 28.80. Not very beautiful there. Okay, we're going to put it up above 28.21 there. Or below 27.75. 27.75, 28.21 right there. Big money is below on qubits. Let's go to BMNR. BMNR, we saw that for Bitcoin, bigger money dropped down and is above. So BMNR might be a bit of a short trade, as well as MSTR. So keep that in mind. Oops, let's put this back over here where I can grab it. Right here, boom. Let's put it below 35. Okay, BMNR, 35 and 35.50. CRWV, Snow and Teva. We're at 8.55, doing well, doing well. All right. Let's move this over just a hair. There we go. I have a bit more space for mapping everything out. 87 here. 87 and 84 for CRWV. Let's come on over, look at Snow. So Snow, as I was saying, let's see, let's bring these on up here. Looks like they want to bring it back down to that 161. They did have earnings. Big money is up above. On a day trade, let's just do this. See where our big money levels are. So it looks like it really needs to come up above 255.50 for that swing trade, because since earnings, it's down here 225.20 or short below 223. All right, let's look at Teva. Teva, very nice, very nice. All right, let's bring this on up here. Pharmaceuticals can be iffy. So if I got into this, we've had a move from 20, we'll call it up to 26, 6-point move, pulled back down. I would aim for a 30 target. I might take a little bit off at 29.50 if that was me, simply because, you know, you might find that it's going to not make it all the way to 30, but that would be the projected move. And we've got big money at 28.33 from yesterday. If it dropped below that, I would get a little worried. I might take some profit if it drops below 28.12. Let's go and check out that PSLV trade. Oh yeah, look at that topping out. We mapped this out before, 1960. It's ready to pop. How about CDE? Has this started to curl up again? Not yet. See, it did. If I turn on the 50 symbol, it hit our 50 symbol, boom, brick wall. That's the day that I exited over here, got in down here, exited over here. And is it ready? Not just yet. I would take some profit. I wouldn't necessarily take all profit, but maybe 75%, and then let the rest ride, especially if you've had locked a nice profit on it. All right. CDEPAAS, let's check that out as a silver trade as well. They are ready to rock silver. You can see this is setting up for another massive move. We went 36. We had a $9-10 move here. So when it breaks again, I would look for another $10 move on PAAS. So that'd be maybe a 54 target. When it does break out, let's just check this out here. Let's make it a 3-hour chart. All right, let's do this. Let's put it here and here. All right, let's save that puppy. So I'm going to give myself an alert to add an alert. Crossing up. There we go. All right. So looks like maybe up above 44.80, 45 would definitely be a kicker there for this to have a potential 10 move up to 55. All right, that's my thoughts on that. Let's check out the indexes. If you have any other stocks or cryptos you would like to check out, Please put in the chat. This is pulling back a little bit, simply back to the moving averages. We are extended. Extension, retrace. Extension, retrace. Potential extension below 477. Potential drop. Alrighty, let's see. What is our potential here? 478.20 gives us 30 cents up there. That's pretty nice. We're already below here, so I'm going to say below 477.48. 477.48 and 478, 20. They have not moved this. We need some more music. Let's just go here. Music, and let's do, I don't know. I don't really feel sunny beats. Let's go sunny beats today. Feeling sunny because it is snowy here. All right, let's go to IWM. Again, expansion, contract, expansion, contract. Contraction leads to expansion. Classic CMT tech stuff. So that when you have positioning, you have a slower moving stock, then you have an explosion. All right, so if we go here, it gives us 16 cents. Here it gives us 7. So we got to go up above. Let's go above the 34 or below 250.40. There you go for the Russell. 250.40, 251.34. Any move here? 244.12. No, we're still all greens. Green lights here. Green lights here. Loving it. Qs, they're teeter-tottering. Testing their bigger money levels. 622.17. Yeah, they moved it. Is that is from back here? Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. The big money level is truly 621.74. 621.74. All right. Are we still above it? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. 624.50 here, or below 622.80. Now, it could be wild and crazy building into, we have not seen, if they're going to sell, they would likely sell on this buy as well, and all of the indexes. They've only positioned the Qs higher. So this could be further buying based off of that news of, not really based off of the news, correction, to profit off of the news. Let's restructure that. To profit off of the news that they released that the U.S. can actually sell to China. 684.60 there. Do you think they knew that? Does it seem suspect that there's major positionings on the Qs and NASDAQ comes out with this news and it's the government that's creating the news? Do you trust your government? All right. There we go. That's it for today. I hope you have an amazing trading day. Carpe profits, he says profits one trade at a time. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:15. Don't just have a good day. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.